Yesterday, Sean McDermott fired despite a lot of success in the regular season. Couldn't get to where they wanted him to go. Sam Monson, Pro Football Focus, 33rd team, talking about Sean McDermott.
Yeah, I think Sean McDermott should be, one of the most attractive head coaching candidates this offseason. I mean, nobody looked at the Bills this year, or most years, and said this is a coaching failure. Like, this is a team that is not getting it done at the critical time because of their coaching failures. McDermott's record pretty much speaks for itself in terms of, win rate, perennial success with this team. I think the issues that they've got in Buffalo, and there aren't many of them. I mean, it's been a good team every single year. The issues that they've got are more personnel than they are coaching driven. The only caveat would be, I think Buffalo is trying to put out the message now that McDermott had more of a say in terms of personnel than people thought he did, and so that's why he's been on the chopping block rather than Brandon being the GM. I don't know if that's true or not, or if that's just the spin that's being put out there now. But in terms of just a coach, yeah, I think absolutely McDermott should be one of the first guys on the list if you're looking for a head coach right now.
So, Pete, 90-58 is his record. It's 7 straight seasons, 10-plus wins. I've heard some people say, "Oh, the Browns are too far in their coaching search to come back and get a first interview." Your thoughts on that?
I think that part's crazy. Look, when the Browns set out to do their search, they had to at least consider the possibility that some of these coaches were going to get fired and put themselves in the search. Buffalo was certainly a possibility. There was tension within that building. Even last week, as they prepared for the Jaguars, McDermott kept making comments overpraising Jacoby Myers, the wide receiver that the Jaguars acquired in trade, almost like a subtle shot at the GM that they didn't get him the help that he needed, which they clearly did. But whether it was that, whether it was the head coach in Green Bay that ultimately got retained, John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, all these guys have entered the picture. The Browns couldn't have gotten into this thing and just said, well, these are the guys that are out there, and this is what we're locked in on. They have the ability to change, and this is sort of the small benefit, because I know there are a lot of people who are really hoping this search gets wrapped up quickly. But this is sort of the benefit of them taking their time and taking a drawn-out process, is they get this opportunity to evaluate a coaching candidate like McDermott. And maybe that's a path that they should evaluate. I don't think it's a great fit, just because Sean McDermott's going from seemingly on the cusp of trying to compete for a Super Bowl to now having to rebuild an offense, which may not be appealing, and the Browns may not feel like that's a great fit for them. Beyond that, the expectations that I think a hire of Sean McDermott would come with may not be realistic. But nevertheless, they should evaluate it and see if it's something they should move forward with.
And the other thing is you've covered the Browns long enough to remember this. He was a guy that was the hot guy and rumored to be a finalist when the Browns hired Hugh Jackson back in, 2017, 2016, something like that. McDermott had some momentum as a guy they were talking to deep into that search.
Yeah, there were people in the building who were hoping the Browns and advocating the Browns to hire McDermott, and the guy in charge went with Hugh Jackson.